right, we are back. Had to pull up an alternate screen real quick so we can finish this thing out. As it is getting pretty good out there. 21 laps. I was trying to do a crank it up, and it did not like the crank it up graphic at all. That seized the computer up. We're back on this channel. Hopefully everyone can see it. You can find it. If you hit that like button or hit follow, you're going to live again here. 21 laps to go. We did not miss anything, it doesn't look like. No cautions, no new damaged cars. Just like those picked up, so we are good to go. Apologies for that. Kyle said I was shooting, which I was not. So then I thought, let's just go do crank it up. Jacob Bowen still leading the way. William Kern is in second. Mark Morton third. Sam Hubbard is in fourth. Matt Hall still fifth. Jeremy Flanagan sixth. Nathan Duffy in seventh. Looking at Ed Jurgens, he's finally caught this lead. They are 23 seconds back from where they started. I'm not listening to Kyle anymore. He's going to wreck my computer once again. To go. I think it was 12 to go was the next round of pit stops. Maybe. Danforth back here. He's this is a race within the race. John Boyd is right there, but David Gainforth knows he's got to stay in front of him. If a caution comes out, he's the lucky dog. But it looks like the 40 is going to get around here, and that is going to put 40 as the first car a lap down. That's why Gainforth's trying to hold on to this outside lane here. iRacing volume is still up there. Now I feel I'm way up there. Interesting move here. John's going to pull up behind Gainforth. He's going to try to slingshot him here. Very concerned that a caution might come out for John Boyd there. So he's going to pull in front of Gainforth. Boyd's got to hope, though, is there's gap there. Gainforth does have damage. But I don't know how much damage is going to impact here in the draft. John's going to look like he was trying to. Gainforth is there, though. Gutsy call here by the 40, but this is a race. For the first car on the lead, or first car one lap down for Lucky Dog. Should a caution come out? 17 to go. John's going to try to see if he can find a spot a little bit higher up. There is options down there. That damage with Gainforth does kind of pull him back a little bit on long straightaways. He catches it in the corners. So John's just got to kind of time this right here. But look at him. He's moving all the way up. See if he can find a friend potentially. Find a gap here. The second group of cars is still 24 seconds back. They definitely are going to need a caution. You can see there, that is half a lap. They're just now going across the start finish line into 1 and 2 as this lead group is heading into 3 and 4. To go. John's still on this high line. Ooh, the 72 there. Flanagan going up and saying hello. See, here's what I'm saying. On the straightaways, there is a gap. And it closes right into the corner here. John, once again, is not going to be able to. You can see Gainforth can close right in on it. So he's going to have to time this perfectly. He's got another run here on this top lane. Ooh, the 72 gets onto the apron there. Oh, the 40's going to wish he was just a little bit further up because that, look at that big gap it's leaving. Oh, we got pits happening in the background here. And somebody's bumper. Whose bumper is on the ground? Let's go back and watch Ed's car here. See if we can see whose bumper is on the ground. It is the back of the 3. I'm not sure if there was a call out, not a call out, but Ed Jurgen gets into the back of him. He's going to have some heavy damage up at the front. And here comes the lead group. They're all coming down pit road. Not seeing anybody spinning out or anything weird here. So how about Paul Turner? Here comes Ed Jurgen. Let's zoom in on Ed. How much damage? That's Paul. How much damage does Ed have on that front end? Oh, he's got some damage, and I think he might have taken that fast repair already. Nathan Dufton looked to have taken tires here. That is going to hurt him. He is way back from everybody else who just came in for fuel. But as these pit stops are now going to complete, look at the breakaway 3 here. Jacob Bowen, Sam Hubbard, and William Kern. These 3 have a nice 2-second gap over Jeremy Flanagan. Behind them is Matt Hall and Mark Morton. You see Mark there trying to push. And the 75 is going to go to the front here, but looks like the 2 and the 31 are teaming up. As they're going to be side by side, this is going to allow this group behind to potentially catch here. There they go. They're going to get it sorted out. Let's look at Ed's car here. Has he still got the damage? Yeah, he still has it. So he used that fast repair earlier on that other pit stop. He's going to try to tuck in behind Paul here and just see what they can get going, but they are 19 seconds back from Nathan here, and he is in no man's land. William Kern there, his bumper all up. Jacob Bowen right now trying to push. .4 here to this group. John Boyd to the outside. Can he jump in? If he can jump in, he's a lap car. Get Jeremy Flanagan up there. It could be 4v3. Does this group have anything to catch the leaders here? They are slowly starting to catch them, though. 2.1 seconds. You can see there. 3 versus 4. The track map, you can see it's a lot more scattered now at this point. Lots of cars going to need some cautions. John Boyd would love one. Put him back on the lead lap. It's to 1.75 now. Matt Hall and Mark Morton, they are moving. 10 to go. See him, and they got help now behind them. Jeremy Flanagan's going to close this group up. So is John Boyd. Let's look outside. Yep, you can see them. They're closing in too. These two here are going to have a run, though. What are they going to do when they catch this group? They're going to be coming to 9 to go. Do they press the issue? Decision time for Matt Hall. They're going to move up. They're going to take the run. Matt and Mark, I believe, have gotten the run. They're going to clear. Mark's going to go down. Matt's going to lead the way. New leader, the 24, Mr. Matt Hall, coming to 8 to go. Is that where he wants to be, though, with 8 laps to go? Chris Letts here on the top lane. Looks like he is about to go. Is that Chris? 2 laps down there for Chris Letts. Ooh, John Boyd there mixing it up. He's going 3 wide. Jeremy Flanagan's right here in the 72. He's got the 75 right behind him. Can they make anything happen here? 8 to go. Side by side, Mark Morton's going to go to the outside lane with Jacob Bowen and William Kern. Matt's all alone on the inside. Finally finds a gap. Now Jeremy Flanagan was trying to join. He's going to get left on the high side with no help. Does Matt go back up to that top lane? Seven to go. I think some of these drivers here, 1 and 2, may be pretty comfortable where they're at. It's all the rest. You can see William Kern kind of backing up. Is he starting to get a run? What's he trying to do here? A little early in the laps for those. They're single file right now. How long will that last? Everyone else on the track is wondering if this group's going to get real aggressive and will a caution come out, because they need it. Another gap there between the 2 and the 31. Comfortable right now, not pressing, but that is what Mark Martin is looking out his back window. Arnie's going to have 5 in the air, 5 laps to go. Who's going to bring it home here? Race number 3 in the Rising Stars Series. Can Matt Hall get back up to the front? What about William Kern? Started on the front. Here goes Sam Hubbard. Stop lane, getting formed up. Williams going to try to move up, but it was too late. He wanted to. He wanted to take that top lane's momentum, but it was too late. Does Jacob, though, do it? The top here is not as formed as they'd like to be. Jacob does move to the top. Side by side once again for the lead. We are 3 rows deep, side by side. Matt Hall wondering where he can go here. 4 to go. William Kern also stuck on that inside lane. Trying to push Mark there. We got some lap traffic in front of him, too. That is Matthew Croak in the 0-2. Looks like he's going to stay on the high side, but that'll push him 3 for a minute. It's going to get real tight here in the tri-oval. 2's going to hit the wall, giving him so much space. 3 to go, still side by side. The 2 lap cars are in the rear of this group. That is very nice and respectful, letting these guys all hammer it out here. Top lane just unable to really get that momentum rolling. Now they're getting the run. Now it's starting to form back up. Yeah, you see there the 2's just not getting the pushes that he probably wants on that top lane. Who's going to push it to 3? That might be the only way some of these drivers are going to make a move here. 2 to go. Start to wonder, is Kyle in the 24's ear saying push it 3? If a gap opens, go. William Kern all on that back bump of the 48, trying to push. Top lane starting to get a run again. Ooh, a little bit of loose there. Coming out of the corner, hitting the tri-oval. White flag is in the air. We are going to go caution free here tonight in race number 3 at Daytona. But here we are side by side for the win. Top lane starting to get a run again. Mark is holding on. $75 pushing the 2, the 31 pushing the 48. Gonna be a photo finish here. Hold on to it, boys. Coming out of 4, still side by side. Advantage bottom lane. Matt can't go down there and pass. Here we go, side by side. Jacob Bowen is gonna pick up the win. Mark Morton is going to come home in 2nd, and Sam Hubbard is going to come home in 3rd. What a finish. Jacob Bowen is riding the wall up there. Man, what a finish. What a race. That was a lot of fun. Start pulling some drivers up here. Get some driver interviews going. Once I can find everybody. All right, what a race. What a finish. Top Shelf gonna get it done. Let's pull him up. He's still rolling around here on this victory lap. Jacob, it's Chris in the booth. You got me?
I got you, Chris. How have you been, good sir?
I have been all right, man. What a finish there. Were you a little nervous that top lane wasn't going to get it done?
No, I knew they got me.
Well, they got you, and you came across the finish line 0.03 of a second ahead of Mark Morton, picking up a win here tonight. What was your race like? Just working the fuel strategy and just hanging out?
Yeah, it was a little bit of work in the field strategy and hanging out. I had my teammates up there with me all night. I mean, the 48 and the 31, we were just working together the whole time, so that really made it easier. And I knew that they weren't going to wreck me right there at the end for the win, so whatever help Sam was able to give me right there was going to be what it was, and it was going to be between me and Mark. So really happy it turned out the way it did.
It worked out. I mean, William, the 31's probably not overly excited, but you know he'll get it again. But you're gonna get it done. Pit strategies worked out. You guys were clean, and then tonight's race, clean and green. Gonna pick up the win. Jacob, I'm gonna hand it over to you. Let you do your shout outs.
Thank you, Chris, for putting on the broadcast. You know, it's always a pleasure hearing your voice over Stuyvesant's, because Stuyvesant. I want to say thank you to Great Basin Aviation. There's a great group of guys out there. If you want to learn how to fly and you're in Nevada, definitely recommend checking them out. My wonderful girlfriend, who has been a supporter of mine the entire time I've been iRacing, so that's awesome. And of course, mom and dad for always being there for me. Thank you guys.
Appreciate you coming out here. Congrats again on the win. And Mike will be talking to you hopefully next week.
Mike.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm back. I'm going back to the cars. But congrats again here tonight. Fun fact: deathly afraid of flying for me. So maybe
Well,
I need to take classes to learn to fly, and I won't be afraid of it.
I would recommend it.
There we
You can
go.
always do one, and then if you don't like it, you don't have to do it again.
There we go. Well, hopefully you make it through the one, so you know to not do it again. But congrats again here tonight, and maybe we'll be talking to you again next week.
I hope so. Have a good one.
Let's get him out of there. Let's pull up. Second place finish here tonight, just by 3/100ths of a second. It is the 48 Mark Morton. Mark, talk me through your race and talk me through that finish.
Well, it was one heck of a race for sure. Me, Will, and Jacob were. Um, we had the right. We had the right strategy. I feel like everybody behind us kind of knew that. Kind of figured we were working together and didn't want to, you know, waste their fuel trying to get around us, and eventually tucked in line behind us. I mean, I overshot my pit twice on both green flag pit stops. Shot myself in the foot, but luckily, I was able to get up right behind them, and then especially that lap pit stop. Me and Matt Hall. I mean, we caught the top three like they were sitting still. Had a good of a run, and then we ended up shuffling to where we were back 1, 2, 3. We had a feeling the end they were gonna Sam and whoever else was with us was gonna try and go with us, and we kind of like planned a strategy for that. But all in all, it was one heck of a race. A little happy that Christian, Jacob got it. Speaking of Christian, I do want to give a shout out to my buddy Christian. He did one heck of a job spotting for me and letting us know about the runs and everything like that. But so I'll take P2 after a good race, bad outcome last week. It's a phenomenal step back in the right direction.
There we go. Well, you're definitely moving in the right direction here early in the season. Race number 3, getting a second place finish, helping in the points. Mark, I'm going to let you do some more shout outs there. Heard you shout out your spotter. I know you got some more shout outs.
Yeah, definitely, Jacob. Oh, appreciate it. Definitely give a shout out to Jacob again, and Will, and also Kendon. Fortunately, he had a bad pit stop the first one and wasn't able to come out stick with us. But definitely again, Christian, Alan, you of course for putting on one heck of a broadcast. Carter for hosting CyberThunder. So far, he's doing a better job than Kyle. And you, of course, like Jacob said, better than Cyberson for sure. But I actually just kidding. You guys are both phenomenal. Would love to see you guys both up in the booth next week. So I'm gonna hold you guys both to that to try and make that happen. But yeah, that's about everybody. And I don't know if I said Alan, but yeah, definitely Alan for being the team of BTR, well Reaper, whichever one I'm
in. Whichever one you are tonight. Well, congrats. Appreciate the call outs here tonight. Always have fun up in the booth. Congrats on second place, and hey, I'll be seeing you tomorrow night maybe.
Hopefully. Appreciate it, bud.
All right, man. Get him out of here, and let's move up. Our third place finish, trying to get that outside lane to work. Almost seemed like all race long, and it's finally going to pay off with a third place finish here tonight at Daytona. But Sam, how was your race here tonight? Sam, it's Chris in the booth. You got me. Go one more attempt here. Sam, hey, it's Chris. You got me. All right. Well, I'm sure if he joined, he would have talked about how that outside lane, just, patience with it, trying to get that momentum growing. And at the final end there, he dropped down to that bottom or stayed up to the top, pushed the 2 to the win, and going to pick up a third place, edging out William Kern by 4/100ths of a second. And that's going to do it here for tonight. Race number 3 in the Rising Stars Series. Let's pull up finishing results here. There you can see race winner, Jacob Bowen and Mark Morton second. Sam Hubbard, there's your top 3. William Kern fourth. Jeremy Flanagan in 5th. Matt Hall so close to that victory. Going to come home in 6th. Ed Jurgen in 7th after some pit stop issues. Paul Cerner in 8th. Kendon Koch in 9th. And Dalton Carter rounding out your top 10. Behind them, John Boyd needed that caution to get that lucky dog. Couldn't get it. Matthew Croak is in 12th. Nathan Dufton 13th. David Gainforth in 14th. And Chris Letts 2 laps down in 15th. But, man, that was a fun race here tonight. 1 hour strong. Race number 3 is in the books. Appreciate you all hanging out here tonight. Next week, you'll be back to your regular scheduled programming with Mike back from his vacation, as these drivers are going to be heading to Iowa. But hey, if you enjoyed here tonight, even though we had to jump to the backup stream really quick with a little bit of a crash earlier, hey, hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, drop a like. That way you can always get notified when the CyberThunder is live. You got Jerry and Cody Tuesday nights, Mike Wednesdays, all the way into 2024. So again, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and hit that bell. We'll see you all next week. Later.